Hey, everybody, it is Eric with Medicare Best, and I want to do something kind of fun today. Um, we get a lot of questions from consumers about how it is that we know what we know. How do we have access to all the companies that we have? How can we tell them what premium they're paying before they actually tell us what premium they're paying, just based on the name of the insurance company? Um, you know, as insurance specialists, we have a lot of tools that we use so that we can bring you the best service possible, so that we can make sure we can help you the best way possible. And so I wanted to actually walk through one of those tools that we use so that you can actually get a better understanding from our end at what we're looking at to be able to help you the way we do. So, oh, let me actually just do something here. Okay. So, really quick, let me actually try. This is kind of new to me, so I'm a little excited about technology and how to use this, but I want to be able to show you what I'm looking at. So I'm going to actually add in our quoting tool. So um, there we go. This right here. So let me see if I'm doing this right. Yeah. That right there, that's our quoting tool. I'm going to actually show you a little closer look at what that looks like here. Let's switch this view. That way you can kind of see what this quoting tool looks like. So in essence, anytime that we run a quote for somebody, we ask for four different things: your zip code, your gender, whether you smoke or not, and and then the plan that we're looking at, and your age. I'm sorry. And so, in using those four factors, we can look up a ton of different companies. Normally, if you look here, there's a little circle number one. But if we scroll all the way to the bottom, there's normally 50 to 58. This here in Arizona, in this section of Arizona, there's 58 different insurance carriers offering insurance. So it can range from the most expensive being this $350 premium with AARP for their substandard plan, to the cheapest being probably a carrier you don't know. Yeah, Catholic Life. So you probably don't recognize that name, but that is the next, or that's the lowest price. So look at that range from 99 all the way to 350. And again, when you work with somebody who only represents one insurance carrier and who can only talk to you about one insurance carrier, you can run the risk of being in a position where you only have one option to look at. And that means that, you could end up talking to somebody who can only talk about, let's just say, this company here at $114. When in reality, that, if you talk to us, we can look at your options and say, okay, you were offered something at 114. Well, what I like to do is I like to talk about a company that maybe is the lowest but nobody knows of, and talk about a company that is a very well-known brand that everybody knows of. So in this case, if Catholic Life was the lowest at $99, we could talk about that. But then I would talk about a company that probably everybody knows, like an Equitable National at 105. Humana Insurance Company there, 105. Big names. Everest is an A+ rated company. And some people actually do know this brand really well, and some people haven't heard of it before. But this is a situation where we would like to look at a few different options together and see, basically tell you the lay of the land. Now, the thing we don't like to do is overwhelm you with too many options. Okay, so I think that can be paralysis of analysis. So that's why what we prefer to do is just basically show you guys a few options. We're not going to go through all 58 options and talk about all 58 insurance companies, but we normally can see the carriers that are available, and we can talk to you about, again, some of the lower rates that are from carriers people may not have heard of, and then also the lower rates of carriers that people have heard of. This is the balance that we find most beneficial to consumers, is when we do that, because that way, when we are showing and sharing the different plans that are available, you guys don't feel overwhelmed by having to know too much information. you just get what you need, which is important. I think that's one of the best things about our organization is we break it down into a really easy to understand manner so that when we're discussing the different insurance carriers out there, you have a pretty good lay of the land, enough that you feel very comfortable in the decision you're going to make about which insurance carrier to proceed with. And then from there, we basically help you to facilitate that enrollment into that insurance carrier. We try to make it super easy, 100% done over the phone. Normally, the application process takes about 5 minutes. It's super simple, but it all starts with a phone call. You give us a phone call at the phone number that you can see down here, 877-317-2259. We can help you find the plan that's best for you. And it normally only takes us, I would say, about 30 seconds to run that quote and be able to actually start looking at what can save you money. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at some of the tools that we use. That's only one of our tools that we use of many to help bring you the best experience possible. But if you do have any questions, always feel free to give us a call. We have specialists that are always waiting to answer calls and help you out with anything that you need to have answered. That's what we do day in and day out, and we help people every day save thousands of dollars on their premiums. And it's just one phone call that can end up helping make a big change in your life, because we know that most people at this point in their life need to be able to project what their costs are going to be. And if they already have a supplement that they're paying too much money on, then just having a conversation with us can really help you into a better situation where you can have more savings in your pockets and look out for other ways to utilize that money. Okay, so give us a call, 877-317-2259. We'll be happy to help. Okay, take care.